But hey, we're going to see what it's all about today. I mean, I guess he's been practicing on the sideline. Today we are going to get a glimpse, and this is the first time we'll be seeing it. We will be getting it into small battlefield, so RJ, repping up the yellow Yoshi, as always. Joker, first time we're seeing it from Sensei. Hopefully it can do some damage.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it will. However, Joker's pretty flippy when it comes to being able to get hit. So we'll have to see how RJ will be able to get this damage, whether or not he's going to be doing more neutral B, or whether or not he's going to try to go for raw hits.
And you see right now a quick 54 coming out from Sensei, but immediately coming with RJ getting a little bit of grabs here and there. Grabs aren't really something common from Yoshi, but if you notice that your opponent has a tendency to start holding out to shield a lot, you can start going for that neutral B option, even the grab option. Just force them to start committing more. But these placements right now from RJ, real swift with it.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job, even getting a fair off stage. Not going to be the spike, so it's not going to kill just yet. Ledge trap scenario, no, just going to reset to neutral. And hoping to get a hit in right now. Does get one, but no tech chase for the kill.
Yeah.
Kind of going back neutral.
All right, with Arsene out of the picture, that eliminates the quick kill options coming out from Sensei. But at 100+% from both these players right now, it's just quick whiffs. You just got to throw out whatever you can, whenever you can. You know that RJ at this point can just almost, and anything will kill if he's able to get that big hit. But the one thing you do want to do as Yoshi is get away from the air, because not only do you have that grappling hook, you also have the anti-air options from Joker that can just eliminate and just stop the momentum of RJ.
Yeah, right now he's really just looking for that clean hit to be able to get the kill. And he's not really finding anything at the moment, but RJ is a very patient player. He is very experienced, so he
oh my gosh.
So he is going to wait until very high percents, even to get this kill. And right now, it is not looking good, as Sensei has Arsene back on deck.
Oh no. And the fear factor coming out, and just the first stock, finally after 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure, of play, we finally see the first stock out, and Joker living at 176%. Practically, this is not a position that you'll ever see a Joker in. And Yoshi with viable kill options, Sensei's showing some pretty good survivability right now with this Joker.
Yeah, let's see how RJ will finally be able to get this kill. Gets Nair, but it's not strong enough just yet, as it was the opposite side of the stage. Trying to fish for these up airs, hoping. And the Nair will finally take the stock at around 180-ish.
Hey, regardless of what percent it was, it's not reasonable for Joker to be living that long. But you know what? That's just a showcase, and that's how it goes sometimes. Hopefully, RJ can start figuring out a little bit more things. Like you mentioned before, he does have a slow passive play style. He likes to play it safe. He doesn't want to commit too much. And as you see right now, with no overcommitments and just getting his 1-2s here and there, finally evening it out. As a matter of fact, has the lead in terms of percentage until Sensei shuts me up.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that RJ will be able to keep a footing and really try to maybe go off stage, take advantage of the fact that Arsene isn't exactly the safest of recoveries, but it doesn't seem like he has any plan to do that, really just focusing on the ledge trap. As I say that, nope, just going to go back to the stage and go for a ledge trap position. Up air, not going to kill just yet.
All right, well, we have 146% on the Yoshi. Oh, now we're seeing a lot of survivability coming out from RJ. Despite, how long it was that we saw Sensei live up to, RJ's been holding on to both these stocks for a pretty long time. It was a pretty high percentage as well that he was able to stay alive for, and even up to now, he's still holding on to this stock for dear life. One big hit can definitely seal the stock with this Max Rage Yoshi.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that this goes to time as both players. Ooh, good read, getting that Waveland onto the platform. But I would not doubt this match goes to almost time, as we only have 3 minutes left, and a great ledge trump to back air to be able to secure that stock, evening things off.
Yeah, and I like the way that RJ's going about the matchup now, just playing it passive, not really forcing the approaches. These neutral Bs have been connecting left and right for him, and, the damage has been tacking up with it. Hopefully what we've been seeing from RJ from these last 2 stocks, the survivability on his end has been, something to admire for this game 1. And, like you mentioned, a passive play style. Both these players really are not trying to get that overcommitment. But right now, RJ has the percentage, but now we see big brother Arsene. Hopefully he can do some damage for Sensei this time around.
Yeah, but it's not looking great
Nope.
as neutral B is going to take even more of Arsene away, and down B as well. But right now it's looking like Sensei trying to answer back, but it's not looking good. RJ is just kind of falling out of the moves, using that double jump armor really, really well.
And more than likely, that will be the last time we'll be seeing Arsene, which once again did not really become a factor as the jab down smash. Yoshi down smash is a pretty good option, but if you don't get the sweet spot, trust me, then you're going to get a lot of false kill screens right there, as you saw right there. Good option right. I mean, good job holding the shield. Many people don't know how to really angle the shield when you throw out a back air with Yoshi. Sometimes they get shield poked and they get upset about it, but Sensei holding on to that stock for dear life until the down air came by and finally getting that stock. RJ getting that game 1.
RJ is playing really solid today. I don't think I've seen him play this patient and just really taking advantage of risk factors as much as he does, because he is very patient, but sometimes he plays too patient. He doesn't go for one risky option, but today he's looking to do just that.
I mean, even then, you're seeing like a lot of 1-2 hits coming out from RJ. He's not overcommitting. He's playing it safe because Joker, despite, like how much you can combo the character whenever you're able to get those true combos in, his hurt box is kind of tiny. A lot of people don't take that into consideration, how skinny this man really is. But you know what? RJ, like you mentioned before, played that phenomenally. It feels like everything was clicking for him, despite, not going for a lot more of the Yoshi confirms that he could have gone for. But even then, you're seeing it up to game 2 right now, already 45 right off the bat.
Yeah, it's honestly very impressive right now, as RJ is just continuing to keep this lead and getting these neutral Bs as well. Arsene now on deck, but you don't want to be at this much of a deficit with it. Of course, Arsene, with great damage output, can rack things up quickly, but not as quickly as RJ is taking down this Arsene. Really just quite impressive.
Yep, and right now you're seeing kind of even right now. Finally the Arsene doing a little bit more damage, not getting any kills, not doing much favors right there in terms of putting Sensei in a good spot. But you know what? Did give him the percent lead. Has tacked on some damage now. Now RJ using that jump armor, but it may just cost him that stock until it doesn't. That up air not enough to take the stock.
Great drift, getting right behind Sensei, but the nice read with the F smash will be able to secure that stock nice and early without Arsene. So there is a possibility for a second Arsene if RJ continues to play passive, but great tech chase, getting the up smash and taking the stock. This is an extremely even game.
Good call out right there from RJ too. It kind of like he just covered up every single option possible for Sensei. It was just a matter of the timing, which he was able to get down perfectly, evening things back out like you mentioned. But 32% of extra credit tacked on in favor of Sensei right now. What RJ needs to start pulling off is exactly what we were seeing before. He was going for a lot of command grabs, using that those pivot neutral Bs, even going for just pivot grabs. They've been working from game 1. Hopefully he can start shining and using those a little bit more in this game 2. But it seems like Sensei are saying, right, I have the lead now. I don't have to approach. Let me start spacing my options, because I know if this Yoshi gets in, that tail is going to hurt me and it's going to do a lot of damage.
Indeed, as well as the fact that with Yoshi, it is really important that you do not want to stay in the air for too long. You do not want to get juggled. You do not want to get hit by that big tail.
All right, and you see big brother Arsene right back out on the field for us, but hopefully it can do a little bit more damage. That was a good setup right there. Good patience and awareness right there from Sensei. Not forcing anything. Finally going to get RJ once again off stage, but RJ using the egg to his advantage, and Arsene may not be in the picture no more.
That was a very strange interaction, as he is going to lose Arsene there. Ooh, this is a bad situation.
Yeah.
No, just the fear factor, not going to be able to make it back. That was a strange situation when it came to just the Arsene disappearing and leaving himself very, very vulnerable in the air there.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate way to go out. He did use his air dodge because, I guess it was like a buffered air dodge that he used. So his recovery was already covered up if Joker will go for the down smash. It's an unfortunate stock to go if you're RJ, but nothing that Yoshi can't bring back in a blink of an eye. Me being a Yoshi main, I'm not really a fan of this matchup specifically, but it's very doable if you're able to catch your opponent slipping and he with the opportunities that were presented right there for RJ, he could have taken that stock, but didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, Sensei would be great, thinking of being able to get the grab off. Not going to be mixed up on the positioning of RJ. Right now, it's just up to Sensei to be able to secure the stock, but going for a very risky option. No Arsene now, but with RJ at this high of a percent, it's not looking too terrible to be able to secure the stock for Sensei.
Yeah, RJ playing with his food right now. Finally going to get the stock after multiple nairs that he's been throwing out to potentially get those stocks. But now here it comes, the drag down hitbox of the back air, but not able to convert much else off of it as 20% is tacked on. And now you have a Yoshi sitting at 127% at any point in time. Arsene will be on the board, and it may be enough, or maybe not. He may not even need the Arsene to get this job done.
Yeah, no jump by looks of it, but still going to be able to make it back using that air dodge really well. Sensei just looking for that one kill move, and RJ knows it. Arsene now on deck. This can be very scary for either player. And RJ going for the risky dash attack, but not going to get punished for it.
Yeah, at that point in time, once Arsene is on the board and you see your opponent at 100+%, it's time to just start spamming that back air. One of the safest options that Joker has, and especially with Arsene, probably the strongest option on the board if you're not counting smash attacks.
Yeah, RJ needs to readjust and think how he wants to do this. He's been playing extremely patient and really well, so I'd like to see him do a little bit more when it comes to, keeping the momentum in his favor, because right now, taking the momentum back has been extremely difficult for him.
Yeah. Well, all that momentum can be restored here in Game 3 as we're going back to small battlefield where things started off in Game 1, and here we go right at it again.
And it looks like RJ doing a pretty good job of it. Just in general, playing very neutral heavy at the moment. Keeping a good job of keeping things even, even down to the percent where it's basically a 3% deficit.
Yeah.
Great spacing, not going to be able to get hit there.
This is literally the name of the game. I know a lot of people don't like to see this, but the name of the game between these two characters is who's going to commit first, who's going to throw the first strike, and who is going to capitalize off of it. Right now, RJ waiting for Sensei to start throwing out stuff, especially now because he sees that Arsene wasn't on the board. And with great patience comes great reward as Sensei charges that down smash and gets the first stock of this Game 3.
And let's see if RJ will be able to answer back, but he is taking a lot of damage. This Arsene is tacking on quite the bonus. 66, almost lapping in percent, and now doing just that. With Arsene finally out of the picture, how will RJ be able to keep and bring things back? Because, like I said before, momentum has not been in his favor. Momentum needs to go his way if he wants to be able to stick with his playstyle.
And at this point in time, trying to play the patience game at this big of a deficit, it's kind of like a risk because, you already know your opponent's not going to start approaching you too much. As Joker, you really don't have to commit, especially with a lead like this. You could just wait for Arsene to start building up sooner than later. And RJ just needs to start going for the big hits. I know it's not really his play style. He likes to play, safely, just throw out the good attacks that are, always for sure going to be the right options, the quick options. But he needs to start getting some kills now because Sensei is running away with this Game 3.
Yeah, this has definitely been going in Sensei's favor by a long shot. Not pulling the trigger on that. He had the read, but not the right move to go with it. And catching him with the egg, but again, not committing off stage, not trying to do anything. Re-grab is a situation, but great tech. He's going to be able to survive a little bit more, and another Arsene. This is looking like it is curtains. Will he be able to take a stock? He will. It is not going to be a 3 stock. Let's see if RJ what his game plan will be, as there is 4.5 minutes, so I doubt he's going to try to play for a longer game than
No,
usual.
yeah. More than enough time to work with, more than enough time to start building up damage, but also you have to keep into consideration you have a Yoshi practically at kill percent, and off stage, you know, you're seeing the back airs flying left and right from Sensei. He's very confident in the fact that if he gets that back air, it's going to put Yoshi practically in one of the worst positions possible at this rate in time. 140+% being tacked on. This is where RJ has to start doing something crazy, because now it's not just Joker, it's Arsene. And with Arsene comes one back air to finish it all. And Sensei taking the 2-1 in our first set of the day.
Yeah, RJ actually, I will say, he did extremely well to be able to take that first game. And it's impressive, to say the least, that his playstyle can keep